Very good news.
Well, I'm 2 ahead of you, but you have time to catch up.
I got a call just as I was leaving. There's someone that can cast a doubt on the relevancy of the new will.
I'll drink to that.
I've been waiting for this.
Well, these are things people drink to. Cheers. Oh, I love that tie. You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to tear it off of you and wrap it around me.
All that needs to be done is to inform the court that there seems to be evidence of irregularities in Peyton's will. That's all it takes. To have a case, I mean.
Hi.
Oh, I really needed to discuss this with you. I really did.
I heard every word you said.
How long before we get a table? I've got to get back to the office.
I don't know. Ask me some questions.
All right. Why do you have 2 drinks before lunch, and why do you have 2 drinks after lunch?
I don't know. Ask me some other questions.
I'll go see what's keeping it.
Why is it so important for you to challenge the will of the late and great Mr. Peyton?
Now, that's a ridiculous question.
Answer it.
The answer's obvious.
Well, I'm fresh out of obvious, so you'll have to tell old stupid Susan.
Anything that fouls up the estate of my dear old grandfather delights me no end.
Yes, but if you contest the will, aren't you helping you-know-who?
Let's eat.
Yes, but first...
Now. Have those drinks dropped by our table, will you?
Yes, Mr. Cord.
You've got to know that I just love playing with your tie.
Susan.
Does that embarrass you?
Yes, it does.
Stephen, you can understand, can't you, why you're the first and second thing on my mind?
Francis, I called for a reservation.
I'll see if it's ready, Mr. Cord.
Oh, yes.
Am I wrong?
Why do I put up with you?
It'll be a few minutes wait, all right, Mr. Cord?
All right.
Because I am irresistible.
You're always questioning me.
Had I known you were going to attack me, I wouldn't have left my drink at the bar.
You're brave enough to face my hostility without a drink.
And you are big and strong enough to admit that you're trying to find a way to get involved with Betty.
It's a standoff.
For a while.
Hello, Betty.
Hello.
How's Rod?
He's much better, thank you. Your table's ready, Mr. Cord. Will you come this way, please?
Well, thank you. Look, why don't you go sit down? I'll be back in a minute. Betty? Something's come up on the new will.
I'm not interested.
I got a call from Boston. We have a witness if we want it, to contest it.
We? But, Stephen, there's no we. Can't you understand that?
And you've got a case if you want to fight it.
You're lying.
No, I'm not. Look, I recorded my telephone conversation. Now, come on upstairs. You can listen to it. It'll just take a minute.
Who is the witness?
Reliable in the eyes of the court, and reliable enough to give us, or to give you, a leg to stand on.
I don't believe you. You gloated from ear to ear when you learned that the new will left me out entirely.
Oh, I know. You see, I enjoyed the fact that the old man got the last laugh.
And suddenly you had a change of heart.
Mm-hmm.
But why? Because you want to see Rod and me get what's coming to us? Oh, come on, Stephen. I wouldn't believe you if you...
No, I don't care about that. But I'm human. Now, I'd like to get part of that will. And the only way I'm going to get part of it is to knock the new one out of the box. 1/3 can mean a lot.
Exactly what is the witness prepared to say?
Well, if you're interested, you can make an appointment with my secretary. We'll discuss it.
No, Stephen, we have nothing to discuss.
You're dying of curiosity, and you know it.
I said we have nothing to discuss.
You're wrong, Betty. We have a great deal to talk about. A great deal to do together. And you'll realize that if you haven't already.
Sit.
I don't want to sit.
Okay, then I'll sit. Look, I know I owe you an explanation.
You don't owe me anything.
Joanne.
What are you doing here anyway?
Look, I'm taking care of the place for Norman until he gets back, if he gets back. Now, listen, I should have told you sooner about Vickie and me. I know that. But I just kept getting so pressured from all sides, you know, until I didn't have time to get my thoughts together so I could tell anybody anything.
Pressured about what?
Oh, New York, her, you name it.
Lou, how come your father was at my house?
What?
Your father came over to talk to my dad.
When was this?
Yesterday?
I don't know. I guess he went to talk about sports or something. I don't know.
Point number one, the Miles and the Walkers are not what you'd call neighborly. And point number two, you know they're not neighborly. Does your father know about New York?
No, but maybe that's why. Well, that was pretty slick, girl. What are you trying to do? Trick me into telling you something?
Yes, if that's the only way I can get you to level. Lou, a few days ago, for the first time since you've been back from New York, you kind of opened up to me. Like it used to be. And then in walked what's-her-name?
Vickie.
Vickie.
I don't know. I tried to do it right. I asked her to leave so that I could talk to you in private.
That's true. One thing about you, you're polite.
I shouldn't have dumped it on you like that. But things were just moving so fast, I just didn't have any time. All I could think of is I didn't want to hurt you.
Lou, there's something strange here. Something that just doesn't add up. Something kind of unreal.
I met Vickie in New York.
Hi. Hi, Carolyn. I don't mean to interrupt anything. Oh, no, you're not interrupting anything. No. That's all right.
Joanne, why don't you stay and I can
No,
meet you
no,
later.
I'm late. I really have to go. I'm sorry. I really am.
Yeah, okay. Man. Look, it doesn't look like Norman's gonna show up. Let's lock up and get to the lab, okay?
You don't have to go if you're upset.
Forget it. Come on.
I'll fill in for you, Lou. You can miss this one time. It's a night session. You all right?
I gotta go talk to my old man. I'll see you later. What's going on?
Father's going away for a couple of days.
Where's he going?
Oh, hi, Lou. How you doing?
Not bad. Where you going, Dad?
New York.
It's kind of sudden.
Well, I guess you could say that, yeah.
Have you got everything?
Yeah, just about, honey.
Call me.
Yeah, I will, as soon as I get settled.
What's the big occasion?
Why does it have to be big? Uh-oh, just got enough time to catch the plane.
All right, take care.
Yeah. Now, I'll be back in a couple of days. Take care.
Dad?
Yeah?
Have a good trip.
Yeah. See you. Bye-bye.
Why is he going to New York, Mom?
Why didn't you ask your father, Lou?
I did. He didn't answer.
He gave you something of an answer.
Well, not much.
As much as you've been giving him lately, I'd say.
Why did he talk to Mr. Walker?
Why didn't you ask your father that, too?
He was in a hurry.
Lou,
Mama, come on, level with me.
you can call the airport. You can reach him there and tell him you want to talk to him. I'm sure he won't get on that plane. Well, how about it?
Where's Vickie?
She's upstairs. Lou, the plane leaves in an hour.
Hi, lover.
My father just left for New York.
Oh, what did he go there for?
Oh, now, what do you think?
Okay, what do you want to do?
Tell him.
Everything?
Everything.
Okay, that the kid isn't really yours, and the only reason you're allowing
Vickie,
this...
I don't have time for you to tick things off, and I said we'd tell him everything.
Hey, you're really eager to tell him all about that hit and run.
It was an accident.
It is a felony. And if Charlie dies, there will be a whole lot of rocks falling.
Don't you understand, girl? If he goes to New York, he's going to find out anyway.
You don't know that. I mean, let's say he goes to New York and he finds all about Vickie Fletcher. Well, that is no big thing. And he just might find out about Larry. But that doesn't mean he finds out everything. You want to get back in the good graces of your father, huh?
Now, what is wrong with that?
You want your daddy to trust and love you again, right? Well, I ain't got a daddy to trust and love me.
Oh, now go pull that jive on a social worker. Now, my father knows something, and I've got to know just what it is that he knows. He talked to Joanne's father, and Joanne's father is a cop.
How cold is it outside?
What?
I said, how cold is it outside?
What's that got to do with it?
I'm going out. Your mother suggested it. She said, Vickie, take a walk. I had morning sickness, Lou.
Vickie, do you know what we're talking about?
We're talking about me and my baby, and we're talking about you and your father. And hey, Lou, you really ain't thinking. Okay, so let's say you tell him everything. I mean, you really lay it on him. You tell him all about that hit-and-run felony accident and that man lying in the hospital unconscious. Lou, you just lay it all on him. Now, just what is he supposed to do? Go to the cops and say, my son is a criminal?
Not if I tell him that I was just riding in the car.
Lou, you were driving. That's 2 on 1. And Larry will say the same thing if they pick him up. And I'll have to say the same thing, too, unless, of course, they can't make me testify against you because I'm your wife. Now, that's where it's at, Lou. Isn't it? Isn't it, Lou?
From the continuing story of Peyton Place.
And if Stephen can help you get back that beautiful inheritance, why fight it?
Excuse me, please?
I'd think about it.
I have to know what was said between your father and mine. It's important. What did they say?
I will not do anything to change the way she feels about Dr. Rossi.